So the GM distributor was in there loose, and Jeff was saying that all the oil was coming up out of there.
Yeah, through the center. Look at this.
Man. So hopefully the only thing this engine will need will be like valve seats.
Probably.
And then it won't smoke anymore.
They're always all busted up.
Yeah.
Same old clock tells the same old time. Once again I'm losing the same old mind. Stacking away, the feeling strong that I've been doing the same thing for way too long.
Pretty bad when you
Try to
do some archaeology to find the bolts.
Yeah. No, I did that.
Been listening to Joe too much, working
Yeah.
or using his wick filters. No oil in there. That's weird.
Like I said. I did it.
Well, we had it running. Why is
Yeah.
there any oil in? Ran nice.
I changed oil in it once, and then I always kept a extra quart with me. But I hardly ever drove the truck. I think I drove it for about a week, and then I wound up taking it out to Ryan's, and I would just go out there and start it. And
Well, it
drive
had
it once in a while.
it had to have oil pressure, otherwise you'd have blew it up by now.
Yeah. But for the last 3 years, she's mostly been sitting.
Same routine, it's the same old dog.
Yeah, you had something living in there. There's a nest right there. Probably climbed in through the hole in the bell housing right here.
It's like, oh, this is a nice place to live.
Yeah, when it wasn't running. You got that recording?
Mm-hmm. Right, you want to yell at me?
What is the odds of them studs not breaking?
They all came.
All of them came off. That one, I got one broken bolt right there. That never happens. This side went clean all the way through. Nice.
So the truck has a gooseneck ball in the back of the bed, and it's only a half-ton truck. But they put the extra heavy-duty leafs in there, extra leafs. And then Jeff noticed that the shocks have coils on them too. And then the truck already has blocks in the back. I measured the blocks and they're about 3.5 inches. And then he also noticed when we were taking the engine and stuff out that at some point they'd put different leaf springs in. Since I had to buy new tires anyway, these look great, but you can see they're dry rotted, unfortunately, and they didn't really ever have any real mileage on them. These are 32-inch tall tires, and I'd like to run 35s. So I looked up those front springs. I'll put a picture of the tag that was on it. They're basically just stock replacement front leaf springs. So the truck probably isn't sitting too high. I'm looking at doing the 4-inch suspension lift. I'm gonna start kind of working on the interior of the truck. Carpet's filthy. Gonna work on getting rid of the seat cover. It perished as well. These door cards are okay. They're just faded and kind of ugly. I bought these at the Indy swap meet and they look pretty good. Just need to be cleaned up and then get the holes cut for them for the door handle and the window. I got the floor mats and everything out, cleaned out the junk that was in the back. If you're going to get one of those Indian blanket seat covers, be aware that, man, they disintegrate pretty bad. All the dust in here seems to be coming from that blanket. The truck does still have the jump seats in the back there. Unfortunately, all these big plastic pieces back here are kind of unobtainium. These headrest things come off, so maybe I can paint these, the seats, and then make something in the back and then find a way to mount these again, because I do think those look pretty cool for the backrest. Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and I'll bring it back when I'm done. So the degreasing is going to be an ongoing thing. As you saw by the bell housing in the earlier videos, the truck is just caked. It used to be on a gravel road, it used to be an old ranch truck. But anyway, I got these interior pieces out. I might be able to salvage that back piece, but these are pretty much gone. I don't think I'll ever have much luck finding them, but I do want to take these headrests off. I think I can save those and I can maybe make some sort of a custom interior. But anyway, I'm gonna just take those off right now. Coming in. Alright, so it's been all degreased and sprayed out, but I'm going to get in here with a little Dawn dishwashing soap and kind of hand scrub things up a little bit.
But you can't do
That's
that
what we
unless we had a car here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the last time somebody fucking busted her ass to make it.
Well, I think, like I said, I mean, I appreciate that Travis is doing that extra effort, because that means a lot, because that's a forever car. It's not a no-name national car.
Exactly. It's kind of the point of it. What's more important? At least to me, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it done right. Than
That way we
done
can take
quick.
our time over the winter, and maybe I'll even get the trim sent off to be polished and stuff.
Oh, we'll still have I'll have it done, once it's here, I mean, a month or so, it's going to be done enough where it can move to the shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it'll be up and running and everything's done, but you might have some finishing shit yet.
Oh, yeah.
Worst part about these old cars, cleaning the mess up that's been caked on for years.
I was telling Cullen, because he was talking about that day I went over there and was grinding on that car of his. He's like, "You didn't mind doing that?" I'm like, "No, I don't mind stuff where I can just kind of cut off my head and just kind of go to town."
Yep. Oh, I get
Like you said, laying underneath this truck and painting under there. I might not get it all done before September, but over time, yeah.
Well, it's like the worst job I hate is the one that's fucking the most relaxing.
Yeah.
Scraping undercoating.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate it, but you just chill out, listen to music, and just keep rolling. It'll get done.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't black out
Try
behind
to
the
get
grill.
back in there.
They didn't black out behind the grill. Did
Oh,
they
yeah.
just not do that on trucks?
Must not.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure the orange is the original paint.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They just probably didn't. I mean, you always can
Yeah.
pull the grill out
I
and
see what.
haze it up.
Yeah.
Same old ceiling, staring down from above. Got the same old girls, not giving me the same old love. Same old clock.
Right, engine bay is cleaned up. Gonna use shine juice to try to bring the orange back, but just touched up some black for now. And not going for show car, just going for looking good.